Hello guys, Animatronics here. Today we are playing Dark Domination. Now it's a free indie horror game. I haven't played one of these in a while, so let's just jump right in. So, just to let you guys know that this is supposed to be an indie horror game. It's one of those jump scare types, was to move, it's one of the jump scare types, and I believe it's going to be cheap jump scares. Okay, I already figured that out. Shift to run. So, we're going to assume that we're actually going to be running from something. I had no idea what that was, but okay. Alright then, E to open. Let's see, I'm gonna assume we go that way, but let's try this door first. Requires a key to open. Okay. So, long dark halls, the flashlight does almost nothing. And do expect jump scares, so you have been warned. Now note, I have not played this before, so not even I know what to expect. But I think that's the best way to do these types of horror games. Right about now is the time. It would be a good time to place one. You know, a jump scare. Wow, I called it. Now, if you guys can't see much except for where the light beam hits, it's the same for me. Okay, let's make sure we don't miss anything. Oh, there's that. Didn't really get a good look at it. But, okay, so the jump scares have started. Let's see what we got here. Okay, blood. Well, duh. So I assume our prime objective then will be to find a key to unlock the door at the end of the hall. Oh, didn't notice that before. Wow, I need to be more vigilant, don't I? Okay, there's only one way to go. Wait, what? You know, in these types of games, it's hard to actually judge if sounds are supposed to actually mean anything. Okay, let's see. Okay, we took a right here. Or if they're there just to be there. Because sometimes the sounds don't mean anything. But other times, they're actually important. Now this I don't like. Oh, you see, that was another one of the nothings. Oh boy. A bit of texture warping there. Okay, let's head back out. There's nothing in here. Yet another turn, okay. We did have a shift key. Meaning that I suppose we're gonna be running from something. Is this that same room? I'm gonna assume it is. I might have went back without realizing it. Did I? Yeah. I must have. Yeah, I did. Okay. So, that was that. No, that was actually well placed. Ah, yeah, that was well placed. I have got to hand it to the creator there. That was well placed. And that, I haven't seen that one done before. But we are going to explore that room. Let's go. Okay, you do that twice in a row. That's a normally smiling guy. Could be his birthday photo. But now let's expect more of those types. But the first time you do those, definitely. The first time I saw that, yeah, definitely, that was a good one. But alright guys, so we're back, and, I had to pause the video to, or pause the recording to, make sure I wasn't doing anything wrong so we don't get our time wasted. Okay, requires a key to open. So, as it turns out, the key is on top of one of these hospital-like beds, and, I just was not looking on top of them. Most of the time the key is on the floor. So we're gonna have to run through the whole thing again. There will be the jump scares, but I will probably just, let's just run through it. And of course, before we start that, I am gonna make a wild guess and say that the key is all the way in the furthest room to the back. Because, with this many rooms, that's exactly what, I'd do if I were a game developer. So let's go. Alright, this is it. The room all the way to the back. So they described it being on top of one of these hospital beds. Ah, there it is. The key. Now I know something's gonna happen when I grab it, so let me be prepared. That's the exit. Okay, let's do it. Of course. Nope. Of course, I knew it. Oh, of course, jump scares to speed me on my way. It's not too fast. And we survived. Cowardice level 86%. I think that's just random, because if you watch other people's playthrough of it, their cowardice levels obviously are way higher than mine was, as evidenced by their screams. But anyway, yup, it was exactly what I expected it to be. A jump scare, a cheap jump scare game, but the thing is, it's not actually cheap because I looked for that. Anyway, so if you want to play it yourself, the link's going to be in the description. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, just like, favorite, and most importantly, subscribe so you don't miss new content. Anyway, this was Animatronics Digital, and I will see you in the next video.